People are beginning to turn to private investigators to get the dirt on their to-be spouses. In India, agencies are set up for pre- and post-marital investigations to find out the prospective spouse's temperament, sexual relations, marital, job information, education level, drug abuse, and habits. As we move into the modern age of computer and technology, the act of communication is losing its face-to-face factor in preference of Snapchat and text messaging. In India, private investigation into potential spouses is on a rise because of the popularity of meeting people online rather than through family members and friends. Due to lies, marriage is becoming a game of roulette to find out who is the best person for you. Everyone at some point in their life chooses to lie to another person. However, in India, these lies are coming from potential spouses and leading people to hire private investigators to check if their relationship with the other person is legit. Men are known to lie most about things like job and experience. With the rise in Indian women working, men are feeling threatened and exaggerating their salary in the hopes of being more attractive to women. Women are also known for lying, but they're more likely to lie about their past or present relationships. Many women are seeing potential spouses at the request of their parents, and one investigator, Rahul Gupta, said that he once saw a girl dropped off by her real boyfriend on a date to meet her suitor, and then she was picked up by the same guy. With the popularity of dating sites rather than being recommended by family and community, people are able to lie about many different parts of their life to be more desirable in marriage. Marriage sites are often recommend private investigators before being married to check up on the facts and make sure that they are not lying. Lying is often the breaking point when talking about potential suitors. An Indian woman said that she wouldn't have cared if a man had made less than her if he had only not lied about it. Arranged marriages have been a long-standing tradition in Indian culture. However, as homosexuality is being accepted throughout the world, Indians are beginning to worry about their spouse's gender preference when thinking about pre- and post-nuptial agreements. An old taboo, homosexuality has become better tolerated in modern days than ever before. The fear of Indian men and women that their potential spouses may be gay or lesbian has become a dominating fear and is the root of many cases that private investigators have had. Whether the suitor's intention of courtship is to appease nervous parents hoping for a beneficial marriage or to provide a cover for the prying eyes of their divergence, homosexuals are a focus of many cases that private investigators have to do. Gupta's private investigating agency has a procedure to determine the suitor's preference. If the buyer of Gupta's services orders the deluxe package, the agency sends a same-sex investigator undercover to the subject in the hopes to see whether he or she bites for the honey trap. They also do the honey trap to figure out if a straight suitor is sleeping around. Gupta knows that the most shocking cases have involved subjects who turned out to be gay or already married. Further investigation into homosexuality or other cases usually includes following the subjects, meeting under guises, and meeting friends or colleagues to dig up more information. Due to a rise of technology and internet use in the modern age, Indian men or women are turning to online dating sites instead of family connections to find potential suitors. Technology has become an integral part of our world society. Who doesn't use the internet at least once a day? However, Indians are meeting people through dating sites such as Shadi.com, JeevanSathi.com, and BharatMatrimony.com instead of the traditional way of networking. Without the Times gossip to advise a potential suitor, it's much harder to find out the dirty secrets that surround the potential spouse. In traditional times, word of mouth would help to decipher if a person was having an affair, smoking, or doing other undesirable activities. The internet, however, provides an easy way for people to get away with their unwanted habits and still find a spouse. Internet dating has also led to a rise of abandoned brides. Through these sites, women are being connected to Indian men all over the world, and some of these men are only interested in gaining money. Oftentimes, women that live in India will marry an Indian man living in America, in the hopes that either he will come back home to India or he will bring her with him to America. Sadly, what happens a lot more often than usual is is that the women are left alone in India while the man continues his life abroad with the money that the bride's parents gave him before their wedding. This has led to lonely Indian women that are stuck in an undesirable marriage far away from her husband and unable to get away for fear of being shamed in the community for her mistakes. As time moves farther into the futuristic modern age and away from the traditional past, Indian marriages are finding it hard to deal with the new technologies of the time. In response to climbing divorce rates and incidences in line, spouses are often forced to hire private investigators to get the inside look into who they are about to marry. Private investigators are popular in many different marital scenarios, from lying homosexually and the roulette that is online dating. Another private detective by the name of Usha states, "Some parents expect us to know how the marriage is going to work out. That we can't do. We can only give it a present or